What's up, guys? This is what I like to call the secret vendor farm, because on this farm we don't actually farm anything, but what we do instead is we go to some of the vendors and they will give us some stuff that we can sell on the auction house. This is really good because they give these items really cheap, because they are so cheap and easy to get. Usually these items are very cheap on the auction house, but as there are many realms, you can just move them to some other realm where the price is way higher, and then you can make gold that way, right? So I'll show you. This farm is located on the Burning Crusade expansion area, okay, here on Outland, and you have to go up here in Netherstorm, and you have to go here to this part, to this Storm Spire part. Now this part is like if you see it from the outside, it's basically like a giant pink bubble, as you can see, right? It's quite big. There are a few of these, but you have to go for this one. You just have to get to the top of the mountain, and it's all here, right? So here there are different vendors. Some of them are not even worth it, but we're gonna go through all of them, just so we can see, right? So first of all, yeah, let's start here. So this one is selling, for example, it's selling some items that he will always be selling, like these ones, just as many other vendors, nothing special. But sometimes they'll give you some other items that they are a bit more special. For example, this one is a bad example because it doesn't really have any value on the auction house. So this one, it says 2, right? So this one I could buy 2, and then I could not buy anymore, right? So basically I will just come, probably in like 1 or 2 hours he has a different item again, right? So it's always good to check, and by checking over time you will eventually find out which ones are worth checking, like what vendors and what vendors are not worth. So that's also a good idea, right? Well, this one is just selling some materials, nothing special here. And this one is quite good. This one is just selling pets, right? All these pets can be sold on the auction house. And first of all, some of them look decent. Like for example, this one looks decent. This one looks cool. I like this one. You see, they're not so ugly. For example, there's like this cockroach one. I wouldn't ever buy this, but the other ones look really good, right? And especially this one, the cat carrier. Like for some reason, everyone, like every pet collector or people that buy pets in general, they love to buy cats for some reason, right? And you can see this because of the sell rate. The sell rate is so high, it's 0.04. So the region sale average is really low, right? Because what people do is they buy like 30 of this and they just put them for like 1, 2, 3 gold on the auction house. But that's something you should not do. It's not worth in any way, right? What you do is you buy many of these and you just put them on the most expensive realms, right? So for this, the easiest way to know this is you go to Google and you Google undermine.exchange, and in there you can find you can search for any item and it will tell you the prices on each realm, so you can easily find the most expensive realm, right? So this one, for example, I think it's easily the best one out here, because for example in my auction house it's quite expensive right now. This one, the cat carrier. So if you see, the cheapest right now is 3k, right? But imagine you do this on a few auction houses. And also one of the things you can do is if you go to a realm where there's like 1 or 2 posted for like 3-4 golds, you can just buy them and resell them, because the chances are, especially for this pet, that you easily get a decent sale for like few thousands, because it's a cat and everyone likes to collect them, right? So yeah, that's the pet one. Then also another interesting one is this guy here. So he sells exotic weapons, right? So far I already bought a few of these from him, but he keeps giving me the same, like this spear, which you can probably sell for a few thousands on some realm, and also this little dagger, right? But the coolest item that this guy can give you that he doesn't have it right now, because these items that these sellers are selling, sometimes they are random, right? So maybe you check in 1 hour and maybe he has different items, or maybe you check in 2 hours and then he has like different items, right? So he has he sells an item that sells really well that is called the Ethereum Face Spear. So I'll show you. Wait, is it Face Spear? Yeah, well, this one, the Ethereum Face Plate. So this one, you can see it's really cool. I love the design, and this one has really high sell rate, right? So you can move them to a decent realm and then again make a few thousands with this, right? So there are a few more vendors, but those ones that we just saw, they are really the main ones, right? Because, for example, this one here, sometimes it gives you some cool items that you can buy. For example, look at this one. This one is amazing, actually. Hold on, look. You can buy 4 of these, right? It says on the top left. They are only 60 silver, but these ones are going right now on the region-wide auction house for 40 gold. So you basically just printing like 200 gold out of nowhere. This is really good. I'm gonna buy all of this, obviously, right? This one, well, this one is kind of similar, 4 gold for each, but it's selling for 62. Now these are reagents. These are gonna sell like in 1 or 2 or 3 days. They're gonna be all sold, right? So this is a quite amazing one. And you can also here see this one. I've never seen this one in my life, this reagent, but guess what? I'm buying it anyways, right? And this one is really good. So I have already bought a few stuff from this guy, like about 20-30 minutes ago. So maybe they even take less time to reset than 1 hour or 2 hours, as I initially read somewhere, right? So yeah, that's a really good one. Then there are, I believe, a few more vendors here. Let me see. Now this one is just giving us quests. So this one, for example, again, right? He has some materials. These ones are not as worth. He's selling 2 of these for 8 silver. They go for half a unit of gold on the auction house. I will not bother, right? It's just too little anyways. But who knows, right? These things vary. Sometimes they might bring something more expensive, right? Let's also check this one. Well, this one is not. Yeah, this one is a G-Well. So it's selling for like 10 golds. You can buy it for 1 gold. I mean, yeah, I just couldn't bother. But yeah, and I think those are all the. No, actually, hold on. Let's also one here. Apparently, he's not selling anything specific, or maybe he just got out of stock, because these vendors work in that strange way, right? They do have a stock. Sometimes they go out of stock and then they refill, but you never know what they are gonna refill, right? So this is quite a special thing of this farm. I have not seen this on any other vendor, right? So yeah, like what I would personally do, right, is first of all, this is on the like you all you need here, I believe, to come here is just flying. I mean, I would not bother to come here without flying, because it's gonna be a long walk, right? So you just fly, basically, right? You get a flying right now on retail, on WoW retail, on around level 20. So all you have to do is literally just fly here, right? Check all the vendors, check every few hours or just at least once a day, and you'll get some good deals. And then you just put them all on the Warban's bank, and from there you start checking item for item what's the best place to sell it, and it's literally as simple as this, right? But yeah, this is one of the laziest way to make gold. Actually, I like it. I think it's a really good one. You just not really care for the prices that the people are selling, because these things are just selling cheap because the people want to sell them cheap. But like this item, like anybody could be easily paying 2,000 or 3,000 for an item like this. Like anybody, literally. So most people don't even know that these are vendor pets. People just go to the auction house, they see them, and they are like, wow, this is cool, I want to buy it. So think of it like this, right? Just don't ever sell them cheap. You don't need to sell them cheap. That's really no point. and there's also no profit if you sell them cheap. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much the entire farm. One thing I'll mention before closing the video is that I believe these vendors, they do share stock with other characters, right? So for example, this one, the pets are always here. I have not seen them disappear, and you don't have a limit on how much you can buy of them. But some of the others, like this one here, right? Sometimes if another player comes, he will take out all the other items, right? And you'll have to wait and stuff like that. So I believe the cooldowns are shared. So probably it's a good idea to come when there's not a lot of people playing, right? So for example, you see this guy here, if he buys maybe some item, then I can't buy it anymore, right? So the trick, that's basically the trick with this, right? You're just gonna try to come on a time where most people are not playing. That's what I will do, right? So if you're playing at night or something like that, it's a great moment. And also, for example, since I'm playing on the US region, but I'm not from US myself, the timeline is different, right? So for example, when I wake up in the morning, people in US are sleeping, right? And most people are not gonna be buying anything here. But when I wake up, let's say 8 a.m. and maybe on US is like 2 a.m., right? There's really not gonna be many people playing at that time on a Tuesday, for example, right? So that's a really good trick you can do. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, that's the video. I hope you find this farm useful. If you can find this farm, I don't even know how to call it. I guess I should call the video different, right? Like a vendor resell or something, right? But yeah, I hope that you find this useful, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.